What's up, creators, creatrixes, and other conceptual creatures? I'm Wicked. I'm giving power back to the people, and you can't stop me. This is a very special Samhain reading for the Leo zodiac. Leo, Samhain is the liminal crossroads where death and rebirth shake hands. This is the witch's new year. The veil is thinner, energies are thicker, ancestors are louder, intuition's stronger, and every card pulled here is dripping with truth. So Leo, let's take a look at what this new cycle has in store for you with a simple 5-card spread. In this spread, we are going to have the veil, the shadow, the flame, the seed, and the whisper. So let's dive in. Ooh, cards are antsy to talk to you, Leo. In the veil position, we have the Page of Wands. Now, the veil is what's fading, what's being left behind. And it looks very much like your learning phase is perhaps coming to an end. The pages are learners. The wands, they are a fire element. And we're going to dive a little bit deeper into this card once we have the full picture here, but it looks like you really are evolving into a new level. So let's take a look at the shadow next, Leo. The shadow is a hidden message. This is something that needs to be brought to the surface for you to acknowledge, accept, or release before you move into the next cycle. And for you, the shadow is the 5 of Swords, and this is a message that your own resistance is what's holding you back. This is a need to release anything that's not serving you so that you can move forward. And I think you're starting to learn that. You're starting to see yourself in a different light. You're no longer just learning, but you're aware of how to do this, how to move forward in your life, and you're going to have to kind of release that resistance of any belief systems that say that you can't do it or that you're not ready to do it, because you're not a student in this aspect anymore, Leo. Let's take a look at the flame. This is what's still carrying power in your life, the ember that refuses to die, and what you need to carry forward into the next cycle. This is the 9 of Pentacles in the flame position for you, Leo. And I apologize if you can hear my dog. He's starting to get a little restless. This is a new studio for us, and while I think King likes it here, he's not quite sure where he wants to exist yet. So he's doing a little bit of moving. So any beastly noises you hear, those are likely from him. Anyway, Leo, in your flame position, we have the 9 of Pentacles, and Pentacles are resources. This can be money, but it can also be energy, support systems, anything that we rely on to get us through. And it is going to be these resources, whatever first comes to mind when you hear this, that you need to bring into the next phase of your life with you. Your support systems, your energy, your power. You're going to need these things in the next cycle to support you through whatever lies ahead. Let's take a look at the seed. Now, Leo, this is what's been planted and what is going to evolve in this next cycle. This is what's gestating in the dark, and it wants to be reborn. This could be an intention, a dream, a project, or an aspect of the self. And for you, this is the 9 of Wands. The 9 of Wands is a card of grit and determination. This is your self-discipline to get through this. This is you relying on your power to push yourself through. This is the idea, the project, the dream, the thing that you are committed to, that you are pushing to make happen, to manifest, to bring about, and it wants to be born into your experience, Leo. It just needs you to stay committed and keep your energy right, even when things aren't necessarily going the way that you would hope. Let's take a look now at the whisper. Leo, the whisper is a message from the unseen. This could be your guides, your ancestors, your higher self, or even the universe itself. And this is what they need you to know before you move into the next cycle. And for you, this whisper is the 8 of Pentacles. And this card, it's not a card of hard work, but rather aligned work. So this is saying that it's not just about staying committed, showing up and doing the work, but it is about doing it from an aligned state of being, doing it in a way that feels good, that feels right, following divine inspiration and divine timing, and working when you feel the right energy currents, not when you feel frustrated, not just doing hard work for the sake of doing hard work. So it's not just about staying determined, but it's about staying aligned so that you can bring about your desires. And the thing is that you know most of this already, Leo, because you are no longer a student, but you are becoming a master in your own right. So most of this should not be too terribly surprising for you. You are moving into the next phase of your life, and as long as you stay on course, you are going to get there. You are going to be able to bring your dream down into reality, so long as you trust yourself to do so, and you stay committed to it under aligned pretenses. So follow your highest bliss at this time, Leo. That is the most important thing. Take part in emotional alchemy. Allow yourself to make you feel better. You know how to do so. You know how to shine, Leo, and now is the time for that. The universe is calling on you to bring your light to the table, to wield it with precision, with confidence, with determination, and to allow yourself to get to where you want to be. That's all I have for this one, Leo. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you're feeling for more insight, go ahead and check out your moon and rising placement to help you get a better view of the entire picture. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that I can keep helping you keep your third eye in the sky, and have an absolutely blessed Samhain.